Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So Richard Riakporhe knocks out Olanrewaju Durodola in the 5th round. I have to say, in my opinion, this was the best performance of Richard Riakporhe's career so far. He now moves to 13-0 with 9 knockouts, and to be fair to him, he's actually been matched pretty tough for a guy who's only had 13 fights, and I think we're seeing the benefits of that now with this performance. He's picked up a lot of experience in his previous fights, and yeah, to me he looked very good tonight. Bear in mind, for 13-0, he's already beaten Chris Billam-Smith, Tommy McCarthy, Sam Hyde, Jack Massey. These are really good wins at domestic level. I know he's struggled in some of those fights, but in my opinion, he won them all. So domestically, Riakporhe is a very dangerous fighter. He has proven himself at domestic level, and now we'll see how far he can go. But in this fight against Olanrewaju Durodola, he started off boxing behind the jab, really patient approach, picking single shots, and, you know, being much more accurate with his punches than I've seen previously, really picking his spots well and landing quality shots, in particular his straight right hand, which is his money punch. He carries a lot of power in that shot, and in the first round he rocked the head back of Durodola a couple of times with that right hand, but the first round he was steady and he outboxed Durodola. Round 2, he picked it up a little bit. Once again, he was utilising that straight right hand. He was splitting the guard of Durodola, and it was getting through. But what I liked was he was varying his right hand. He wasn't just throwing it straight, but he was also throwing like a curved overhand type of right hand, which would go round the guard of Durodola. Durodola would try to use his high guard, and occasionally Riakporhe would change it up to punch around the guard instead of through the guard. He was also utilising his right uppercut, and occasionally he was throwing the left hook to the body as well as working off his jab. You know, nothing special, nothing crazy, but good, solid, technical stuff. And what I noticed in this fight, in my opinion at least, Riakporhe looked a lot more fluid in his approach, whether that be boxing off a back foot or picking shots, etc. He looked a lot more fluid in this fight, which was good to see. Sometimes Riakporhe looks very mechanical and a bit robotic at times, but in this fight he certainly looked a lot more fluid. He actually had Durodola hurt in the 3rd round. He caught him with a right hand, I believe. What I liked here was that Riakporhe was trying to pull down the guard of Durodola. He was trying to split the guard so he could find finishing punches. Once he realised Durodola wasn't quite ready yet, he eased off and continued to box behind his jab and pick his moments. Round 4, Durodola came out, landed a couple of good shots. Riakporhe he was swinging a bit wildly in the 4th round, but he soon toned that down and got back to his boxing, and once again he was picking the better shots in the 4th round, landing a series of hard right hands. And round 5 was where this fight ended. At the start of a round, Riakporhe dropped Durodola with a lead left hook, and again a very good punch when you're fighting somebody who's got a nice tight high guard. He led with a left hook, great shot, bang on the chin, and it dropped Durodola. After this, Riakporhe jumped on Durodola to get the finish, landing a series of hard punches when Durodola was on the ropes. I liked that Riakporhe wasn't smothering his work. He was keeping space for himself to find his shots, and eventually the referee jumped in to wave it off. I felt the referee could have gave Durodola a little more time, but it's not the worst stoppage I've ever seen. And yeah, in my opinion, I was impressed with Richard Riakporhe in this fight. I felt he boxed well. I felt for the most of this fight he was very accurate, apart from round 4 when he started to swing a bit. But apart from round 4, I loved his shot selection. He was picking really hard, good single shots, wasn't wasting anything or anything like that. And he just looked really poised. Best I've seen him box. So we'll see where he goes. I think Riakporhe's interesting. He clearly carries power. can be quite accurate. You know, he does the basics well, Richard Riakporhe, and he seems like a pretty decent guy outside the ring. So, yeah, he's a guy I can get behind. I don't mind Richard Riakporhe. Where does he go from here? I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing him fight for the European title. I know that's held by Chris Billam-Smith. The first fight was close. I felt Riakporhe won, but a rematch with Chris Billam-Smith would be a good fight. Something along those lines, you know? A fight at European level. That's what I want from Richard Riakporhe. But yeah, I thought he looked quite good tonight. What about you guys? What did you make of Richard Riakporhe's performance? Where do you see him going next? Share your thoughts below. Peace.